Good morning, good night, good evening. Today we are bringing you Yudachi, the Tier 7 Premium Japanese Destroyer. Now, right off the bat, economic package, 5% to credits without the merit flag, 55 to ship XP, 65 to commander XP, and then minus the expendable bonus, 50 with 100% with a clan. Armor-wise, classic 16mm armor all around it, and then the 10mm armor. Deck structure, 16, nothing special. Hit points at 15,650. Artillery-wise, she gets, well, one dual mount, 127. Or sorry, one single mount dual 127. And then she gets two dual mount 127s. Again, there's nothing special. All of it, all the gun specs are legitimately the same. So 9-second reload, minimum switch time of 9 seconds, 30-second 180. That's a pretty long reload since these are Japanese guns. 104 dispersion, 12-kilometer range, 2150 for max HE damage. Max AP is 2200, chance of fire 9%, armor pen 21, 915 the velocity, and then 915 for the AP velocity. Nothing too special. Her whole selling point are her torp tubes. So 6-second 180, a minute and a half reload, 15-kilometer range, 16,000 max damage, and a 60 knots. Now the detectability, almost 2 kilometers, not the best standard, downside of Japanese high damage torpedoes. So that's unfortunate. Although 60 knots is decent, so they'll do pretty decent. Again, you get 8 bombs in a charge, 2 bomb charges, and they drop from the back. So you got to go over the sub. If you can make it, you'll do some damage if you can hit it. They do 4,600 max damage. Not the best, but pray you don't fight a sub. And pray you don't fight a CV either. Because all you get are 2 single mount 40mm guns. That's legitimately it. Continuous damage at 21, 2.5 range. There's no AA, not even worth mentioning. You don't want to run into CVs, and you want to avoid subs if you can. Speed is 34 knots, 570 turning circle. Excellent rudder shift, it's 2.6. Concealment is 6.1, very competitive, very strong. Now, for the equipment, it's very standard. Main armament's 1. Engine room protection. Torpedo tubes modification 1. Steering gears. You get 3 charges of smoke, 3 charges of engine boost, and 3 charges of reload booster. Exterior-wise, this is what it would look like without the special camo, or the secondary camo. I run the blue camo just because I think it looks better. For the captain boat, this is my Yugumo. The captain build. He's not fully maxed out. This is what I would have. So the first 10 points are preventative maintenance, last stand, survivability expert, and a concealment expert. After that, adrenaline rush, superintendent, fill the torp tubes, and then, well, liquidator. After that, incoming fire alert. And that would be basically a 10-point captain. Now, that's what I would run on my Shimakaze. Again, it really does hurt since I don't have adrenaline rush and superintendent. So, it really does hurt. So, keep that in mind. Even if I did switch these out, it would help a little bit. But I prefer to have extra torp reload because, as you can see, it goes down to a minute and a half with that. So, and that's pretty decent. But let's get into the replay, and we'll show you how Yudachi does it. Hello, and welcome to the Yudachi replay section, folks. So, you're in for a treat. We had a really good match this one. We had a really good match. As you all know, you know what we're going to be doing. But Again, this thing is not no gunboat. The last time we took a torpedo boat on this was the Shiriatsu. But Shiriatsu's 10 times better. But we get a lot of tools the Shiriatsu doesn't. We get a smoke screen. We get basically all the same things as Shiriatsu, except we get better torps and a smoke screen. Because as you know as in the specs, we do about 16,000 per torp. So we have a huge alpha strike. But our guns are, well, pitiful at 9-second reloads. And I'm going against gunboat DD, so that's not fun. And the Nicholas isn't, or the Mahan isn't dead yet, so I have to deal with that DD out there. And as far as AA, yeah, we don't get no AA. So, thankfully, we're not on Cherry Blossom. Or Ultimate Frontier. No. Hermes and Cherry Blossom. We are on Ultimate Frontier. But see, the DD is right there in front of me. So I literally have to smoke up. Because I can't gun that guy down. So it's literally pop everything and then try to go dark. I lose about 5,000 of my health right there. Fortunately, the Wyoming smoke shoots, so I can then shoot him. We get 4 torp hits, and we basically wipe out that New York's health for quite a bit. We get like another, well, so between those two, we crossed the 100K mark. And that was only our first reload booster in our first set. You see the shells coming in, and we pick it up just before the battleships Bismarck and Colorado can kill it. Right before they're able to kill it. Our shells connect. And the DD is right there in front of me still. So I gotta kill him. So I gotta kill this battleship and then avoid taking too much damage. We get a fire. The Omamu picks it up, unfortunately. Mexico tries to take a shot at us. But you look where the Colorado is. He's in a very bad spot. And that DD is right outside my detection range. Like, real close. 6.1 detection. He's at 7 kilometers. So I have to manage my speed so I don't run into him. Because I can't kill him. And I've learned not to pick a fight with a DD that you absolutely cannot kill. Bismarck picks up that one. The cruiser spawn right in front of me. Now the Olinda is literally in a beautiful spot. But unlike Kid, Cossack, and other ships, the DPM just isn't there to kill these guys. So it's literally up to me and the Alinde to basically save the Colorado. Colorado's at 17,000. So it's literally me and the Alinde basically wiping these health off just to save this battleship. And I only get 5 shells, so that's unfortunate. But I'm basically getting citadels with every strike. Again, if we weren't here, me and the Alinde, the Colorado would have died. No doubt about it. Like, looking at his health, he was at 17,000. We killed those Omahas so fast that we saved him. And we all know it. We've seen battleships do that and get melted by that. He did not have the health to survive. Had the Alinde actually stayed back more, He could have probably one-shotted all those cruisers real fast. Like, let's be honest. It's a Pincy and 2 Omahas. You saw what he did to the Omahas. Imagine that at point-blank range. But the Colorado is literally taking all the fire for the Allende. I honestly half expected him to die. I don't know what the Bismarck up in the base is doing, though. I really don't know what he was doing up there. Colorado's at 4,000. And all the cruisers are still alive. He's got a fire burning on him. And he's trying to out-heal it. The Benson is rushing to him to lay him a smoke screen. Benson gets to him and lays a smoke screen just in time for him to, well, live. So he's able to escape into the smoke screen, barely. He made it out twice, thanks to his team. And we walk right into the radar, which is unfortunate.
Attention. We intercepted enemy communications. A group of enemy destroyers have been sent to disrupt the repair base. Do not allow them to capture the repair base.
I just realized that when I did that, I didn't have that second DD targeted. Foxtrot, I think Whiskey 2, I think? Yeah, Whiskey 1. I had the CV selected. So that's on my bad. But it wasn't a complete waste of the torps, thankfully. The second set picks him up. Well, it should have picked him up, but the Bismarck took it. But I mean, Red, well, 10 torp hits, 18 citadels, and 180,000 damage. And now at this point, we're just sitting out here spotting, and our spotting damage is just going up. Because we're the ones spotting for our team. Unfortunately, we walked inside the detection range. I knew that's what was going to happen, and so I figured it was worth the risk. Now I literally have to run away. I'm at 1,000 HP, and now I just have to hope none of these shells connect. There's the radar.
Smoke screen set.
He does shoot one salvo at me. But I do kill the Cleveland. Barely. For still like 13,000 damage. It's not perfect, but it's some damage. And the North Code takes 3 of my torps for like 30,000 damage. Now I just start shooting to try to get a fire on him. Hopefully, maybe we can get a fire on him. So I already know where the third wave's going. And I'm basically the only one out here spotting the CV. So I'm going to get that spotting damage too. I try to think, maybe I can get lucky, but Bismarck takes it. And I have one reload booster left, and my torps are off cooldown, unloaded. So I'm going to go right for the Missouri. That's where I'm going, is right for the Missouri. Yudachi is a hard ship to play. It really is. And then I realized, oh wait, I'm at my guns. I need to switch to my torps. And we're going to walk right into the radar range again. Radar. And we drop basically 20 torps on that Missouri. Now, 1,000 health. You're not going to think I'm going to run. I'm going to live. This is where the old trick of wiggle and waggle is perfected. I do take a 200. I'm down to 1,100 now. But I'm outside the radar range. That destroyer, though, takes some of the torps that were meant for the Missouri, which was unfortunate. We pick up Ray. And, well, we don't kill the Missouri, which is unfortunate. But we crossed 300 and, well, 14K. I'm happy with that. Because Yudachi is literally a pure torque boat. 315K. I'm happy with that. I'm not disappointed. I think that was good damage. $316K, 22 torpedoes, Ray, C-Star, top of the team, 1,500 base XP. Almost 400,000 credits, decent amount of base XP. That's pretty good. Not a bad match.